What is the good word, everybody? This is your man's TheOne, and that is the one and only homie Big Storm.
What
This
up,
is the
though?
state of basketball, and it is Tuesday night, and we are here, bro. What is going on?
Going on. Glad we survived Heart Day unscathed. So ready to get it going, man.
Heart Day.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, that day. Well, see, I'm lucky because my wife is not really all about Valentine's Day. She's one of the people who feel that you need to do shit all year round.
You should do things all year round. And the fact that she is okay with not doing anything Valentine's Day, you're definitely a blessed man.
It doesn't mean that I don't.
Right.
I don't have to.
Exactly.
I'm smart.
Sounds about right.
No, I thought you was gonna be like, glad we survived the blizzard of 2021.
Well, let me tell you how I survived. I got stuck twice. And Holly has told me multiple times I am a bit hard-headed. So I need new back tires. I have a rear wheel drive. That's kind of hard to say, but I got it out there. And I got stuck twice in my own driveway. I got stuck at the front of the driveway, and I got stuck at the back of the driveway. But I was able to get out, make it to work, get payroll in so my people can get paid. And I was able to get it out both times, had Jeremy take care of that driveway there, and we're ready to roll now.
Well, that is awesome. Well, we got a really good show for you tonight. We had a guest on the bench, but the bench left. So,
well, I feel like that's an open opportunity for a Ohio State shot.
Yeah, you know what I mean? When you got, shabby Buckeye internet, that's what happens. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Internet.
We'll get to that in a second, though. But first off, let's see a couple people. So if you are looking to buy or sell a new home, make sure you check to our guy, Shawn Nugent, over at Rockstar Realty. He is our superstar rockstar realtor. He will get you everything you need to do if you're trying to buy or sell a new or used home. And if you're trying to get that body in that elite performance, check out our friends, Zach, over at Elite Performance. They'll get your body in tip-top shape so you can get ready for the spring that is just around the corner. And we are going to talk about our good friends over at Ayers Academy. Man, this place is really hot. I can't wait now that the basketball season is over that I can get Mac over there to start working on a new part of training. They work with your vision to try to focus your vision on just things that you do on your specific sport. So that ought to be fun once we get started on that. So, hey, bro, well, as I did mention, AAU, when it comes to my daughter, we have a special guest tonight joining us from the Lady Gym Rats EYBL program. So without further ado, I can't even introduce the guy because he has so many damn jobs. I don't really know what his real job is. He's like Tommy on
I was about to Martin.
Oh, Martin. So without further ado, we're just gonna bring in Tommy. That's what I'm gonna start calling him. Tommy.
Really?
What's going on, everybody? This is our good friend Keith Hollins. What's going on, bro?
What's up? What's up?
Hanging in there.
I'm not Tommy though. I got jobs.
We're gonna break it down. Okay, first, I met you as the AAU 16U EYBL coach. If you guys aren't familiar with EYBL, it's Elite Youth Basketball League, and you coach in the Nike circuit, which I think is the top circuit. I think is what Nike, Adidas, and then everybody else.
If you want to say it like that, everybody, all the other, everybody's the same. Adidas have their own circuit. Under Armour have their own circuit. I'm not comparing brands, but we've been around longer. That's all I can say.
You know what? That was nice and politically correct on that because I know these tournaments sometimes intermix teams and things like that. But yeah, right. No, they're not equal. We played in the Adidas Gauntlet. I was unimpressed. They seem to like to marry up with shabby organizations, best toys. And then I've seen some other kind of weak leagues, as in Blue Star. I think that's what it is. Like we see them at the tournaments and they got one court like in the back in the corner, but some reason they think they're stars or something. But then you got the Adidas and the Nike League. That's it, bro.
Just to let you know, the Blue Star League was a Nike league until this year. But we're not going to get in that one conversation.
There's a reason. But I would keep it there. And then so you do that. You also assistant coach or volunteer coach at Zionsville High School for the girls team. Correct. So then there's that. And then he does defensive coordinator for the Pike football team.
Correct.
So how the hell you get to do 2 high schools?
Hey, man. Money.
Just got to know the right people, right? You got to know the right people.
I can't spill those beans on here.
Yeah. So we just finished the high school season. Well, Zionsville has finished their season for girls basketball, and those 2 teams played each other. Obviously, my daughter at Carmel, yours at you're coaching at Zionsville. So, I mean, there was a pretty good talent in Hamilton County. We're not even going to talk about the rest of Indiana. We're just talking about the talent level in Hamilton County.
It is great competition. I mean, this is Indiana basketball. It's the state of basketball, like you said.
It's very forthcoming there, sir. I guess he's saving it up for when we start dogging out that school in Ohio. We'll get to that. Don't worry about it.
Win-loss records.
Said he might open up. How about most wins all time?
Are we talking? But I'm talking basketball.
Oh, you're talking basketball. Okay. Thank you. Way to clear that up.
But I still went there.
Yeah, I'm talking basketball. But sticking with the AAU scene, let's dive into that a little bit. How long? What got you started in the AAU coaching, and more specifically, what got you into the girls side of it?
The girls side of it, I actually started my coaching career at middle school level. I had a group of girls where we went undefeated for 2 years. I actually started at New Augusta when I came back from college. New Augusta, which is in Pike Township. Had 2 good seasons in a row. A couple girls who ended up staying at Pike. You might know the name. Alyssa. I can't think of her name. Her name Alyssa, Lauren. Amber Morgan, who went to LEN. Just different girls. Jada, who went to LC. But we were all started out over at New Augusta. And that's where I started my coaching career, just doing some training. We went undefeated for 2 years. I ended up getting moved up by the high school coach at Pike, by Bob Angela. And that's just kind of where it went. At the same time, when I was in middle school, I was coaching AAU. Started doing that. I actually started with the under our program, which was called Indiana's Finest. Then we went to Midwest Finest and had a top talent team where we beat the Gym Rats. And they wanted my players and nobody wanted to go over there. And then eventually some things happen, things happen. And I ended up coming over to the Gym Rats and bringing my team. And that's kind of where it involved. And that's my story of how I joined the Gym Rats. Coach Banks, who was our director, went to the same church. He'd been trying to get me forever. But I chose a different route just to end up where I should have been at the beginning.
That is a good one. Now, he runs just the girls' side because they do have a Gym Rats for the boys, correct?
Correct. He is just the girls' side, which is people think Gym Rats is based out of Fort Wayne because that's where the boys' Gym Rats is based out of, but we're based out of Indianapolis.
Cool beans. So with the AAU circuit thing going on, so how long have you actually been with the Gym Rats, and how long have you been coaching the actual the EYBL team? Because there are different levels of the gym rats in most AAU programs. Am I correct on that?
Yes. It is different levels for the past couple years. Besides this year, it's always been 2 EYBL teams, which we call the 17U, and then it was 15U. This year it did change to 17U, 16U, and then we added another group as 15U. So we have 3 EYBL teams now starting this year. My coaching career, I want to say it all run together. I want to say I've been here with them probably 8 years now. This may be my 8th year. I didn't start with the EYBL team. Obviously, when you move into a new program, you got to kind of show your work and you got to, work up the totem pole. Ended up coming in as a sophomore team. And then I followed them to the 17 non-EYBL team, which I stayed there for a couple years, helping girls get into college, and that's kind of been my thing for the gym rats. And then the 2 years ago, I became this junior EYBL coach. So this is actually will be my 3rd year as a junior EYBL coach.
So, and it's more than just actually coaching the game, right? Like your contact list with NCAA and JUCOs and D2s is I would assume is pretty extensive.
It is. Sometimes I don't even know who I'm talking to. They just be texting. I'm like, who is this? And it's like that, man. It's just all about, just from a coaching standpoint, you got to build those relationships. And once you build those relationships and I'm always honest to these coaches, and that's why they always call and say, hey, what you got? But, coaches move around, and sometimes you don't know. You got them saved as, I'm going to say, Michigan in your phone, and then they move to, the Ohio State. They may be still Michigan in my phone, but you never know. But yeah, the list is pretty intense. Around AAU, sometimes my phone frees up because of the text messages. It's very intense.
Stormy, look like you got something.
No, I just wanted to know what type of players you guys have. If you wanted to shout out some of the current players and how they did this season, players you're looking forward to seeing bloom. Can you talk a little bit about your players?
Players that we've had over the past, man, it's a long list. You may know the name of Dana Evans, who is now at Louisville, one of the top players in the country. Jackie Young, who was the #1 draft pick 2 years ago, played for us. Carissa McLaughlin, who was Miss Basketball, who is now at Purdue. It's been a list of players that we can just keep naming players that they put on a gym rat uniform. Just from a current season, right now we have, Miss Basketball candidate is going crazy right now, and we have out of the top 5, I will say 3 of them are gym rats. A couple years ago, we had the same thing with Dana, who did not win. I'm not going to talk about that. Well, Carissa won. So, again, it was still a gym rat winning. Just past last year, Amy Dilk. Was it Amy Dilk last year? No.
2 years.
2 years ago, Amy Dilk, who would have played in the gym rat, but she had got hurt. But, the runner-ups were Maddie Nolan, who is now at the team up north. And she was a Miss Basketball candidate who played gym rats. But she ended up getting hurt, too, which kind of hurt her a little bit. Just last year, Sydney Parrish, who was at Oregon, Miss Basketball. So most of the top players in our state put on a gym rat jersey. And if they don't, we wish them well. But that's just kind of what we do. And that's why that's why TheOne talked about, the EYBL Nike and how's the top. And so he understands. And it's fun. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I look at it like just like that. I mean, I look at the talent level. I mean, so you just named 6 Miss Basketball or Miss Basketball candidates. You know what I mean? And that's not even talking about the crop that's coming out this year. You got R.A. Wiggins over at Heritage Christian. Who else did you have? You had Jayla Smith. Correct. Over at Lawrence North. Who I think that probably should win it not because I went to LN, that's beside the point, but she's a baller. I mean, if you can hit a step back to your opposite hand, 28-foot fadeaway with 0.3 seconds left on the clock for the win, you a badass. And she did it twice.
In the state championship.
And the state championship. So as a junior, but they got who put them out this year?
Actually, North Central put them out.
Yes. That team is loaded, bro. How many gym rats is on that team? And I can't believe they lost.
I was at that game. I'm gonna say it right here. Out coached.
Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna leave it there. Sorry, I know you're a North Central grad, but out coached.
Hey man, that team is loaded.
I thought Harbaugh was coaching.
Oh. The crazy part is I wanted to agree with him.
But no, just for back to your question, I'm trying to think how many gym rats is on that team. I'm trying to think of the roster.
I mean, North Central?
Yes.
Well, you got 10, ex
Danielle.
gym rats. You had Danielle, Deja, not Deja, Destiny,
Nakai Hunter.
Yep. Ava.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, Ramaya Elliott was a gym rat. The last time she played AAU, she was a gym rat before she chose to just stay with track.
I played ball with her dad since Wheeler Boys Club, bro.
Yeah.
You have Trinity Archie who's on the bench over there. So we just named 6 girls from that team who were gym rats. So I mean that's just kind of part of it.
So this is what I want to know. What's the secret? What do the young women come to expect when they come to the gym rats? What is the expectations? How do you take them to that next level?
Well, when you have great players, you only have one thing to do is become great. But now the secret is, when we bring, my motto as a coach is I bring them in, I bring them up, I coach them up, and I coach them out. That is my motto. And again, when you come, I'll just speak for my team. When you come in, I'm gonna break you down. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna figure out what you can't do, and then I'm gonna make you do it. I've had players who never want to shoot, and I will run a play just for them and say, shoot the ball. If you don't sit down. And then again, but again, that's the expectation. I got to make you better. I got to develop you because I got to get you right. Because when I get that phone call and they ask me what's your weakness and what you need to work on, I got to be the one to tell them, but I also got to tell them she's getting better. And that's the key. When you play against the best, you see the level of competition. You can't do nothing but just get better. I've been in games. Go ahead.
Is there any particular drills or anything like that you like, or anything like that? It's just
no. I just like kids to play, and I wish more kids just play outside. That's where you learn.
Oh my gosh! They do not do that.
They do not do that. This generation has been told to, when they go to the gym, they always have a coach. They always have somebody telling them what to do. If you just tell them to be in the gym and you just sit there as a coach, they're going to look at you waiting for you to tell them what to do. They can't just go play a pickup game and call fouls. They need a referee. They need everything.
You remember 21? I remember 21. It was just you against everybody.
Yes.
But see, we as parents brought this problem on ourselves. I call them the air conditioned athletes. They all started, with the early 2000s. I call them air conditioned athletes because they don't want to do nothing without air. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You want to be pampered, you want to be prepped, but we are the ones who do it to them or do it for them. You know what I mean? Like you said, we got up and we went outside and we hooped. You know what I mean? But even then, the girls had a more struggle with that than we did, because you can go get 40 dudes and fill up a park anywhere.
I don't know nowadays.
Well, not now, because you can get them
in our day.
They're in the gym. You can get them, but they're in the gym. But the difference is we went outside. That's why we were able to adapt to different adverse situations when it comes to the court and develop those skills when we go into real life. These kids, everything is given to them.
Yes.
Like, and I'm a victim of it. We pay, what, probably two, three grand a summer for specialized training and things like that. And all we did was just go, grab 10 guys and go throw the ball up in the hoop.
Yeah. Or play by ourselves. How many players out there really will play by themselves outside? Like, have that want to. Like, every time I watched the NBA game, I was out there trying to recreate the whole situation. Reggie Miller.
And that's the problem. They don't watch the games.
No, I can tell you right now, I text McKenzie a lot when the WNBA is playing. Text her like, hey, Fever playing. Hey, this is such and such is playing. Hey, UConn and South Carolina is playing. She's like, that's cool. I'll check out the highlights. But that's 85% of the girls. That's 85% of the players. They don't want to do that. We watched the game, and then we went out and played the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't play Nintendo or Sega. Got your ass beat for fucking. Let's go to the real court. Let's go see who's best then. Now
we did not spend a whole bunch of time on the video games.
Yeah,
we spent time, but not a whole bunch.
I was told to get out the house and don't let the air out. I was so confused as a kid.
Hey, we was locked out. Out.
Hey, you had to. I live in apartment projects, and hey, I tried to come in and get some orange juice. You had one trip. You better get all the drinks you can.
Suck it up.
Hey, you better use that water hose out there and let it run.
I was about to bring in the water hose because that's what we did. Like, I didn't live in an apartment, but we used that water hose.
And then you get in trouble. I'm using all my water. You better go find an empty apartment.
See, now she's got jokes, everybody. She's got jokes. She's got jokes. But it again. And no, back to your point, Storm. I can tell you I know one girl that's watching games and that will go out to the park or out to the court and play by herself. And she's going to be 2023 Miss Basketball for Indiana. And that's Ashley Shade. I guarantee you she's out. Like, you had, like, I saw some Twitter feeds of some of the girls that lost from Noblesville, some of the girls from Zionsville, and even some of the girls from Carmel. You know what I mean? Like, some of these girls went to work that next day on getting their stuff together for the next season. And some of them girls went to Florida.
That's true love for the game. I mean, that's just love for the game, man.
Really?
She ain't watching, so I ain't tripping.
Really? And you know what? That's funny you said that. I had a workout this Sunday. 3 of the girls played Saturday. Showed up the next day and we grinded it out. I mean, that just shows you, these kids, this younger class, this 24 class, 23 class is going to be really, really good. And just to talk about that, we have the top 5 players in each of those classes with the Gym Rat program from 23, 24, 25, and 26 and 27. The top 5 kids in the state are playing with us. So that lets you know about our program. We do recruit very well.
And bring it up that I've always said this. You get recruited in AAU, but you get scouted in high school. And I say that because they recruit you on your talent. You're not going to find the talent level that you need to be recruited at the top level in high school ball, because most teams you're going to have 2, maybe 3. The exceptional group like North Central, you might have 4 or 5, but the majority of it, you have 2 girls or 2 players that can hoop, and then you have a whole bunch of average people. So they recruit you in the summertime where your team is talented playing against other talented teams, and then they come scout you in high school for your intangibles.
Correct.
So that okay.
that is correct. I mean, we can talk about your daughter. I mean, your daughter is Big Mac is, yes, I did the same thing. I knew she was coming. We recruited. I know you guys are with the IGB, but we knew about her. I mean, I knew about Mac, and that's why I chose her on my team. I didn't have to choose her. Damon was there when I had that conversation, and I was very real with her. Why, I normally go with 10. I went with 11, and you were there, right? When you there? And I said,
I was there.
I love your skill set, but my word is, can you get up and go? Because my style of coaching is press, 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 and press. You might as well just play Cardi B. Press, press, press. That's all we do. But we also offensively, we got skill sets. And that was her challenge, that she accepted that I'm going to get better and I'm going to get up and down the court like you want me to. And that's exactly what she's doing now. It's amazing when I watched her play in that Noblesville game in the sectional championship. It was unbelievable. Even who'd you play before? Fishers?
Mm-hmm.
She's the reason why they made it to the championship. I mean, because she can move and she can do different things. She's going to be really, really good. So she want to shoot the ball.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but I know I didn't bring you on to talk about her. I was trying to talk about her as least as I possibly could, so people don't think I'm real biased. But yeah, I think she should be able to shoot. That she should shoot a little more. You know what I mean? And she gets mad at me because I was, Storm's my one of my running buddies on the court. We have two different personalities. I had no issues with letting that thing fly. Zero. But I was still a team dude. I still did stuff for the team. I still played on the other end. But she's like, no, the team is what's first. If I get 12 points in the first half, I'm okay with that. If they don't pass me the ball one more time in the second half, I won't get upset. I'm cussing. I'm T.O. Hey, man, give me the damn ball.
Now, I will say Damon has definitely throughout the years gotten better with the passing from when we first started. I'm kind of like Mac, and I want to make plays. Whatever the play needs to be made is what I want to make. So be it shooting, be it passing, be it rebounding, be it defense, be it whatever. You want to do whatever it takes. So, and I just enjoy, to me, the thrill he gets from putting up shots is the thrill I get from making the right play.
And those are the type of kids. It's funny you said that. Those are the type of kids coaches like at the end of the day. Now, I do have a question for you. So, Storm, you grew up with Damon?
Kind of indirectly. Like, we first grew up in the church, but we really wasn't in that same circle. I didn't go as much because I came up Catholic, so I was at St. Monica a lot. But we saw each other, but we didn't get click tight till I got home from junior college, and we hit Sun Park, and then history was made.
Yeah, I was one of those. I was one of those church kids that yeah. You go to church? Yeah.
You ain't got no choice.
Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. And I was a devil. I was not the good one.
I'm not gonna say that.
No, I was bad.
Because it's so funny. I heard some rumors about Damon back in the day at Suns Park, and I don't think I've ever said anything to him. They said he was a killer. I don't know if I believe it or not. So, Storm,
let me verify that we put a lot of people out. A lot of people came, saw, and left unhappy. We had plays where we just looked at each other, and it wasn't just us. We definitely had a team. My guy Royce T. Anderson was on the scene. Mike Hayes. Who else, Damon, was always running with us?
We had a couple white dudes on the squad too.
I know, I can't remember their name.
You had Jeremy Hibb. You had Big Matt that went to play at Ball State. But hey, man, we take 5 from Sun Park. They thought we couldn't hoop because we owe suburban. Suburban cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we township. We township.
We townships is why I think we can hoop.
Shout out to the township brothers. We all township.
Hey, we was nice though.
We had fundamentals, is what we had.
I wasn't the one that talked too much. I talked more on the court than I did off the court. I'm not gonna sit here and say I did this. Hey man, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. Nah, I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't no talking. We just go out there and hoop. I'm gonna put nuts on your forehead as soon as you slip up every single time.
And I was usually throwing the pass.
Okay.
Usually throwing the pass.
So the rumor was true.
Oh yeah, the rumor was true. He dunk on you and he'll dot your eye. That's where you think Matt got that sweet ass jump shot from.
Oh no.
You know what I mean, it didn't come just like ooh. It didn't come from her mother.
Next topic.
On that note, I gotta go pay some bills. I'll be right back.
All right.
Get ready to take your body to the elite level of performance. Call today to set up your free evaluation. 765-499-1005. Elite Performance, where the dream of elite fitness becomes a reality. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Dan over at BWSPORTS1.com and Black and White Sports. And I'm wondering if you're ready to buy or sell that home, now's the time, and I got just the person for you. Mr. Shawn Nugent, a.k.a. Rockstar Realtor himself. 317-503-8322. Put that home on the market. Get into your dream home with this man. Talk to Shawn at Talk to Tucker today, 317-503-8322, and make sure you tell him the boys over at BWSPORTS1.com sent you.
All right, so let's once again, folks, we are talking here with Coach Keith Hollins of the Lady Gym Rats EYBL travel AAU team and a plethora of other jobs. Apparently, he's a DJ too, Storm. I didn't know if you knew that.
I did not. Like DJ on the radio DJ or DJ the party DJ?
Like, I didn't know. Know because I was on Facebook on New Year's Eve just scrolling. I'm not telling you where I was at when I was scrolling, but I was scrolling. And then I'm like, hold on. I backed up. And this cat on here mixing for the live people on Facebook.
Hey, I made a lot of money that night, by the way.
Hey, that was another love of mine. I DJ'd on the radio, so I wasn't a mix it, scratch it DJ, but I had a couple hours that I did, and I absolutely love DJing.
Where'd you DJ at?
I DJ'd at North Central WJEL.
Okay.
So and that was going to be my major coming out of college was communication broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I started having babies and it never really materialized, but DJing was definitely my thing in high school.
You got the communication part, it sound like.
Definitely. And then I had that radio voice. So
and when you said Storm, I said, is this Quiet Storm?
Hey, that's what it was. I had the slow jam hour. I had to throw my Barry White on. So it's slow jam hour.
It's just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I do both, man. I do the club scene. I'm trying not to say it out loud, but I mean, it is what it is. I do the club scene, any type of club. You know, my flyer would say divorce, weddings, whatever anytime you want to throw a party, I got you.
What was your name?
I am DJ KG. Everybody knows me. It's either two names in this world, Coach Hollins or KG in my street life.
And Thomas.
Absolutely not. I'll be that, man. It's cool.
So that means we're going to have to get him to mix our new intro music. I don't know, but we'll come up with something. But
we need that old school 90s hip hop, though.
I got you, man.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I sit there and listen in for about a good 10, 15 minutes. Had a couple comments. I even texted Mac. I was like, hey, look at your coach.
I actually had a couple players get on there. Like, hey, coach. I was like, ooh, let me put this cup down.
Well, they go to defend Mac because she already know. She's been to some of my weekend parties, so
I might have to invite me, man. I'll come through. I'll spend a little bit for you.
That sounds great. You heard that. That's my Memorial Day party. We gonna be off the hook, COVID free, baby.
Hey,
Memorial. What day is that?
My request is 90s hip hop.
I mean, see, there you go. Hey, you won't have me because I don't play Memorial Day. That is 100% my white weekend.
Hey.
On that day? You talking about that night? On that day?
That whole weekend is my white weekend, bro. Friday night, I'm at Carb Day.
Trust me.
Saturday's the barbecue and Sunday's the race.
Hey, listen, I try not to play on those weekends because of that. But this year, I'm going to tell you, Dad.
Well, not going to be there.
Well, I can DJ from Cincinnati if you want.
That's fine. She get mad all she wants.
Just put a playlist together.
I got you.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the NBA. You've been keeping up with the league a little bit?
Just a little bit.
All right, so Storm is not a fan. I can tell you he's not a fan. But I am a fan, and I'm becoming a bigger fan of Julius Randle at the New York Knicks.
It's not that I am not a fan, but he has not given me what he's given you for me to even talk about. Because I got another player I want to talk about after this.
Hey, 44-9 last night, bro. 44-9 to 7 threes from Julius Randle.
And who were they playing?
I think they beat the Hawks.
That's okay. That's decent.
Point made.
I said it was decent.
It's decent.
It's decent.
Hey, listen. I know we've had this conversation about the Kevin Love syndrome. You know, that's when you put up a gang of points on a sorry ass team. But the Knicks is better. The Knicks is not last year's Knicks. This is not last year's Knicks. This is a whole new Knicks. And I like what Julius Randle's doing. He's had what? He's had what? Over 20 points every game this season. I like
it's the COVID year. The COVID year. Blame it on COVID.
Absolutely amazing. Who you want to talk about, Storm? Storm, I can see him burning. He's got a player.
Talk about, and I feel like we've already talked about him, but I feel like Utah once again has been putting it on him. You got to talk about the box. You got to talk about why does his name keep Donovan Mitchell? Donovan Mitchell, ever since Shaq challenged him, he's been doing his thing. And I believe Utah is number one in the West right now.
They keep flip-flopping. Last I checked, it was the Lakers, but the Lakers lost last night. And Utah, I think, won.
How you feel about your boys' ability? Hey, Coach Hollins.
Yes.
Is it true that the best ability is availability?
Yes.
Because AD is lacking.
That he's supposed to be out the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's out for All-Star
week. For now.
Hey, you know what? I'm not really worried about it because the Lakers are not going to finish less than the 3rd seed. And all they want is a healthy Anthony Davis for playoffs.
Yeah,
that's it.
But how many times are you going to get that?
That's all you need is the playoffs.
You got it last year.
Are you going to get
right? You got it last year.
Make it through. Okay, he got it last year in the bubble when they cut the season short.
And they're cut. Oh, I lost my shit.
So they're doing the same thing now. They're doing the same thing now, right?
Doing the same thing now.
Yeah, and he got hurt.
Yeah, and anybody's gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
No, he gets hurt more than usual. Let's not beat around the bush. That's what that's what TheOne likes to say. Let's not beat around the bush. He gets hurt more than most, and the odds of him getting hurt again. They said it was degenerative. That means this is something that's not going to heal and just be good. This is something that's going to continue throughout his career.
Yeah, it's the NBA. Is it really that he hurt, or they just want to rest him just to give him an excuse?
I'll give it both. I believe that there is an issue, but they keep trying to make it a Achilles issue, and it's not an Achilles issue. There's a muscle or a tendon that wraps around the Achilles, which is giving him the soreness. So it's not really the Achilles. It's something that they're trying to work with his comfort level. Yeah, it is degenerative, but there's a lot of things that we play with as athletes that are degenerative, especially with your knees, that they can prolong. All they need to do is need him for 16 games. That's it. This regular season shit, LeBron is 58 and he's playing 49 minutes a game. They're cool.
Should LeBron get MVP for this? Or are we just so used to it that we just LeBron? It's just LeBron. Like,
it's a gift and a curse.
Not a lot of people can do what he's done and what he's doing right now at this age.
It's a gift and a curse.
Right. Let me ask you this: who's going to be the next elite athlete to come around when he's done?
Do you think? How about this? Do you think that person is in the league right now?
I mean, I think the best player in the league is in the league right now, and it's not LeBron, but he is like the top of the mountain. I can give you that, but he's not the best player in the league right now.
Who's the best player in the league right now?
Kevin Durant.
LeBron. KD is the best scorer in the league. LeBron is the best player in the league.
Good, I can give you that because LeBron does everything. KD is long
on and off court.
LeBron does everything.
He carries the league. KD just puts up good shots and hits from everywhere, and a freak at 7 foot cross you over and will just score effortlessly. LeBron carries the league. The league called LeBron, like, hey, Brian, what you want to do? They not calling KD.
And back to your question, Storm, I don't think the next player is in the league.
Right now.
No.
I feel like there's a lot of good players, don't get me wrong, but as far as carrying the league like LeBron, like Jordan, like Magic, like Larry, like Kareem, like Russell, who's gonna be that next one to carry the league?
Hey, you missed one, man. Out of respect,
I said Cole. I said Cole.
Okay, I was waiting for that.
I said it.
I know, but I had to get on Storm. You missed one, bro.
I mean, out of respect, I never disrespected Kobe's game. Dame, did I ever disrespect his game? But for some reason, as far as carrying a league, like he carried their franchise. But I feel like he had a lot of help. AI was in there at that time. I feel like AI was carrying his team and maybe a little bit of the league because he changed the culture. When he came in with braids and sweats, everybody was doing it. The league had to be like, no, wait a minute. Y'all got to dress up.
I get that, but that's a culture thing. That was a hip-hop
What culture did Kobe bring? What rule did he change? I can even bring in Shaq. Shaq changed rules.
Okay, so did Kobe win without Shaq?
Yes, Shaq won without Kobe too.
Once.
But did it.
Thank you. But
yeah, Kobe, you know what? You can have, I like your argument, Storm, but you can have that argument with every single one of those players that you just mentioned. You know what I mean? Like when Magic was doing his thing, there was still Zeke, there was still Larry, there was still
Barkley, Patrick,
those type of guys in that league as well. And when Mike was doing it, he still had guys in the league. When Kobe was carrying, when he was that face, and it's like this. I say when you're the face of the league is when the league puts shit up and it's your face that people see.
Yes.
You know what I mean? When they was putting the league up, as much as I adore Iverson, his face was not the one that they was putting on the screen. It was Kobe's face, maybe Tim Duncan. You know what I'm saying? But it was their face that they was putting on the league. When, you know, like when Magic was doing it, he had a split. It was him. It was Larry. It was these guys who was put on the screen. But when Jordan was doing it, it was Jordan's face that was on the league. When
Jordan took the game global, and not a lot of people did that.
With the help of David Stern.
Like they transcended the league. Like Magic and Larry saved the league, transcended it. Jordan transcended it. LeBron transcended it. I just don't know if Kobe, what did he transcend? I mean, just because he was the best player at the time?
He couldn't transcend it because he was in there with Jordan. But when Jordan was done, that torch went to Kobe.
Okay. But what did he do? What was his act? Because you can say with LeBron, it was the social
justice. His act was he showed these boys how you do this greatly. Nobody had an academy that these players went through. Kobe's players didn't go to Jordan, didn't go to Magic, didn't go to Akeem, didn't go to these guys to work on their skill and study the game. These players now, they studied the game. Kobe taught them how to study the game. You hear every single one of these players now. They don't say, I looked up to Tim Duncan. They don't say, I looked up to Shaq. They don't say, I looked up to Allen Iverson. They say, Kobe was my GOAT.
He changed the mental side of the basketball game in the NBA.
I'll take that. Now, that's honest. That I can take. He may have transcended the mental part of the game. I can take that.
But we're not going to sit here and
the one
discredit.
just said, I mean, he was just an awesome trainer. He was just an awesome trainer is what you told me. But the mental aspect, I can put that in perspective, and I can accept that.
But we're not going to sit here and just discredit David Stern like he didn't have a whole part in this globalization of this great game of basketball. You know, these players had parts of it, but he's the one that put them all in the position for them to do what they do. Without David Stern, you don't have the dream team. Which made
not just him. Who was Rob Thorne? Who was the one that really put the team? Was that Rob Thorne that put them together? The GM of that original dream team? Sorry, Isaiah. I feel like you really should have been on that team, though.
But you should have pissed everybody off.
Yeah, you shouldn't have walked out without shaking hands.
But you pissed everybody off.
That's because they beat everybody up. The Bad Boys was bad. They wasn't just good guys being bad. Nah, they was bad.
What was your favorite team to watch in the NBA as a youngster?
Lakers. Coach. Showtime. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait to get the Showtime out there. That's what got me passing.
At the time, I would, because you guys are older than me, I would have to say Chicago and the Lakers. Those were my two top teams. It was Chicago first, then it went to the Lakers. I'll never forget when the Lakers played. It was a house bet. The Lakers played the Pacers. Was that it?
Oh, yeah. With Rick Smits and
Jalen.
Chris Mullin, Jalen Rose, Reggie Miller.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Davises.
Yeah.
And my cousin had to run down the street with no shirt on in the cold. We made a bet. But yeah, I mean, again, it went from Jordan to Kobe. And again, I'm gonna tell you, LeBron. I grew up with LeBron. I mean, hell, I seen him at AAU tournaments. So, I mean, LeBron was good. But again, at the end of the day, on that AAU team they had, LeBron wasn't even the best player on that team.
I mean, I guess it depends on your definition of the best player. If he wasn't, cool, I get it. But now he is carrying this league.
We've seen some cats in our time playing through the cities and through the Midwest that can eat up a gang of cats in the league, bro.
Yes.
Just because you on TV and the majority of the people claim you the best, there's some cats that was eating Jordan ass up there at Rutgers.
Yeah.
But that's what made these guys great. I mean, at the end of the day, but LeBron is good. I mean, he is the face of the NBA.
And we're gonna hurt. I mean, I do like the young talent that we have in the league, but we don't have any leaders like LeBron to transition. Like Mike had Kobe. Kobe had LeBron. Who does LeBron have? Because you sure as hell's not giving it to Durant. Maybe Curry, but I
think that's going to be the face. The next face of it is Curry.
But he had his face.
Yeah, I feel like his time came and went so fast. And because right now he's putting in work right now. I'm not going to lie about that, but they're not just winning at the clip that they're winning. So he's definitely needs supporting cast. He needs his other Splash brother back. And I feel like they'll pick up. But as far as care, I mean, the league is heavy on people's shoulders. Not a lot of cats is built for that. Feel like KD is all about ball. Like, I ain't trying to do all this other stuff. Just let me get out here and put up buckets. Try to get rings. Try to get with my friends and play. Yeah.
And like I said, back to your said Curry, he was a face, but that was kind of when him and LeBron was going in, that was almost like a Magic and Bird type situation. It was going back and forth.
Yeah, it was. But he had a full team. And now you see him without that full team, he's putting up numbers, but they're not winning at the same clip. And I'm a Curry fan. Like when he first came on the scene, you can ask TheOne. I was staying up watching it because it was just it was reminding me
you can't
of the
beat
Lakers.
this dude with Golden State. It is very difficult to beat this guy on the game with Golden State. I got lucky with PG, but it's hard to beat this cat with Golden State.
Man, Steph, I mean, they just the jump shot, the distance, the arrogance, and I'm not even an arrogance guy. Like I don't like people arrogant and cocky, but for some reason he pulls it off for me.
But I think going back to changing the game, Curry changed the game overall.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he transcended it to where everybody's shooting threes. You wouldn't have Trae Young
ever away.
You wouldn't have Damian Lillard.
So that's why I think Curry may be the next person. Because, like you said, the next person is not in the NBA.
But I mean, I think Steph is his decline is going to be faster than some of these other guys. One, he's already had a history of injury throughout his career. But he's a smaller guy. You know what I mean? That pounding takes a little bit longer. I mean, hits them a little faster than like a 6'9", 280. You know what I'm saying? Steph can't play 18 years, regardless. But back in the day, a jump shot shooter, is going to play forever because you shoot jump shots. But now you can't do that. You have to do so much more. And I don't think he can play 18 years to carry that load. You know what I mean? 6'9", 280. And you wear what, a 4.4? I mean, goddamn.
What do they say? I think he spends like $1.5 million on his body throughout a year.
Well, need to work on that damn hairline. Take $100,000 and work on that damn hairline.
Hey man, he just needs to come on home. Just come on home.
That's why he wear hats.
Yeah, just come on home.
Hey, he wear the do-rag.
Yeah, he'll wear it to the tip off.
I mean, what he don't realize, the do-rag does mess up your hairline a little bit. You be holding that tight.
I don't know why he's so connected to it. Either just come on home.
I mean, bro, I don't know if it's because it's misshaped head or something. Hey, white dudes pull it off because white dudes bald. They look like chemo kids. So yeah, I said it. What? Sue me.
I just thought about something. You think Curry is gonna have like a career like Tracy McGrady?
It's just here and then all of a sudden you just gone.
Tracy McGrady didn't have no ring. Tracy McGrady never got MVP. I feel like that's a bad analogy.
I know but just from like TheOne just said, just here and then it's just gone, just disappear.
No, not with him. I think
Tracy was more injury. Wasn't his more injury than anything? Because he's like when he went down to Houston, he was like he had one good year and then he was just like hurt forever. And then he was just on TV.
What really happened was Shaq left him and then it all falls down.
I mean, I thought Tracy was nice though.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Anthony Hardaway. I'm sorry. That's who I'm thinking of.
Because I almost had to change. I'm like, does he have a Paul Pierce career?
Well, Paul Pierce has a Hall of Fame career, even though I can't stand him, never liked anything about his game, but he did score 20,000 points.
Yeah, I like Paul. Ever since he got stabbed, he just came back with a vengeance. So I really did like Paul, and he did D-up LeBron that one series. He
did like him in Kansas. Did not like Paul Pierce.
Hey, don't get mad at the truth.
The truth of what?
The truth that he's going to the Hall. The truth that he's got a ring, and he played a substantial part of them winning that ring.
Yes, he did. And Paul Pierce is one of the loyalest players of all NBA history. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He's like Paul Pierce to me is like a lot of NFL people's Tom Brady. You know what I mean? I recognize his talent. I understand that he has great ability and he's a Hall of Fame type player. I get it. I just don't like the sumbitch. And he's a terrible analyst.
You don't like Tom Brady?
No.
No, he's talking about Paul.
Paul Pierce.
I tried to flip it on him because I was about to get on him. I'm a Tom Brady fan. I hate to say it, but I am a New England fan.
Don't hate it. It's inevitable.
It's okay.
So don't hate it.
I mean, he's great.
Yeah,
he was better.
Just come on home.
He's better than Peyton.
Change. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yes, he is.
Better than Peyton Manning.
The only people that don't like Tom Brady is Colts fans. Well, in AFC North.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Colts fan, but he went to Michigan. He had a great, outstanding upbringing, so you can't expect anything but greatness.
That was probably the last greatness thing that came out of there, right?
No, not really.
If you got to think about it, that's a problem.
You talking about football, or are you talking about overall? Are you talking about football or overall?
He's talking about football.
Because we touch a lot of things. Oh, okay.
But,
we got presidents. We got Olympic. Yeah. I mean, Olympians come to Michigan to swim.
Our standard of excellence. Our standard of excellence is a little bit higher than the State University of Ohio. State funded. That means y'all just accept anybody, like Michigan State. You just accept anybody. Michigan, 4.7.
Talking about Ohio University? You're right.
No. That's still privately funded. We're talking about the State University.
The ones that was cheating.
You know, can't follow the rules.
The ones where your integrity is a bit questionable.
It sounds great,
I'm not gonna coach anymore because I'd like to let my coaches beat up on women.
I don't got nothing to do with that, man.
That was a low blow. I apologize. I don't like him. I think he's a snake.
I don't know if I apologize. I really don't.
I think he's a snake.
It's cool.
He was the worst thing. He was the worst thing to ever happen to OSU. Was Urban Meyer. I mean, granted, y'all won a national championship with him, but I think he's the worst thing that ever happened to that place. He was shiesty. He was shiesty as Utah. He was shiesty in Florida. That's why he had to leave both of those programs, and he brought that same shiestiness to y'all organization. Granted, Jim Tressel was a little shiesty, but his was a little more understandable. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you let some guys sign some that I think is stupid. A guy signs an autograph, and you go lose violations for that. That I'm gonna stick up for you. That's how Jim Tressel lost his.
Go get tattoos.
Tattoos.
That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous violation.
Let me ask you this though: it is a ridiculous violation, but what that whole incident helped all the players in the country now because now they get paid.
Yeah.
I mean, it did help, but you know what I'm saying? I'd rather have integrity. You know what I mean? We don't have violations. We don't get recruits either, but we don't have violations.
You can't have violations.
We gonna keep it 100. We had a little thing with Chris Webber, but it was after the season was over. And tractor trailer, Mo, we had our little moments. I'll keep it 100.
Hey, listen, every school has a moment. It's just if it gets to the media, everybody's covering up everything. Ask Louisville in Adidas program.
Plausible deniability.
I'm just telling
that was before Facebook and Facebook Live and Twitter and all that.
Yeah. Hey, y'all got a tree house in the backyard? I just want to know.
I do.
Y'all get a visitor? Y'all coach there? Because you know you like hanging out in tree houses.
This guy.
He won't go in the house, but he'll hang out in the treehouse. I'm so confused. Maybe that's why you can't get a player, because he ain't in the house.
This guy.
That was a good one.
He's been working on that one. He's been saving that one up for a minute. Oh, that's terrible. But speaking of this, obviously you guys can tell he's a OSU fan, the school in Ohio. But there's a big game this weekend. You got the third ranked Michigan Wolverines.
Just coming off a win in Wisconsin after 3 weeks quarantine.
A nice win after all you need is a half. And we got these fourth ranked Buckeyes on Saturday. Yeah, you know what I mean? We're gonna have us a little wager here for this particular contest Titans.
Where's the game at again?
I have no idea. I can look.
I don't even know. That's the crazy part. None of us know. We just know
I have no idea. Oh, Purdue's up on Michigan State right now, 45 something. Michigan Rutgers. That's that one. It doesn't have Ohio State. The 21st, 1 o'clock. It's at OSU.
Ooh, no. Better be glad we can't have fans.
I mean, when it's a rivalry, you don't need fans.
Oh yes, you do. Oh yes,
no, you don't.
You do.
You do.
No,
we don't.
Well, are we talking about football?
No, we're talking about Ohio State.
Hey,
that's all we need to say.
Listen.
And we are hyped. We can play you at Thom Park with nobody there, and it's going to be trouble.
Let me get a 30-second timeout. We just talked about these kids don't go outside. Ohio State or that team of North players do not play outside. They still don't. So that they not going to play.
They will for that game. That's the game. That's the game that'll get us out. I know you guys might be a little softer, but that'll get us going. That gets our blood boiling every time. Check the documentary.
You're a little pampered.
Now, I understand all these other games, all these other teams, maybe not. But Ohio State is when and where.
You seem frustrated.
I know. So is this the week?
The week of the game.
Saturday.
I mean, when we play you guys, there ain't. I'm looking at my title. There ain't no M in my name. So I see an O in yours, Storm, and I see 1, 2, 3 O's in.
See, y'all need all those gimmicks. Y'all need those gimmicks. Y'all have to do all that. You and my buddy Peyton's dad, you guys could do your little cross out. We don't have time to do that.
Oh, y'all do the same thing.
Just look at our ambiance. How about that? Look at yours. Look at ours. Keep it real.
I'm a guest. You do this every week.
That's true. I do have that up. But I have that up since the first show I've ever done.
Hey, it is what it is.
I've had that background since I've been on.
Hey, congrats. That's why I didn't want to get on the first time. That's what I said. I didn't know if I wanted to be on this show.
But we'll take it easy on you. You know what I mean? We respect your talents.
You're right.
We respect your talents. I don't know about your school's talents. But
hey, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But
anyway, except for our Olympic swimmer. He's perfect. All right, but that's all we got for you guys today. Hey, man, I appreciate you hanging out with us, talk a little basketball, and I guarantee you that you are more than welcome to join us whenever that you so fit and talking some shit on this thing that we like to do. So everybody in the world, this is our good friend Keith Hollins. Why don't you go ahead and tell them how they can get to you if they wanted to train or maybe try out.
Or maybe even just send you some videos.
Yeah. Oh, I got something to talk to you about. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Some off the air politics, baby. Off the air politics.
Man.
God, I love AAU.
Oh. No, you can reach me via Twitter at Coach Hollins. If you don't recognize it, it'll be a Lady Gym Rat, or you can Team Bria, which I'll be coaching 16U EYBL. You can reach me anywhere via Twitter or Facebook. Keith Hollins on there. If you want to try out, we're having workouts now or evaluating kids as we speak. I'm getting about to be on another Zoom call to talk about a kid that we may have to go after and see how good she really is going to be. So reach me anywhere. Number hasn't changed. Call the college coach. Ask them for Coach Hollins. I'm sure they'll give you my number.
There you go. Hey, Storm, you got something for tonight for the Eye of the Storm?
Yes, since I told you today, as I mentioned, I got stuck twice in the snow. I want to talk about vehicle safety in the wintertime. don't be hard-headed like your boy Storm. Make sure you get those tires. And for those people in the South, please get a couple more shovel trucks in Texas and salt, not sand. Salt, not sand.
I am completely laughing at all of my Texas people. Shout out to everybody in Paris, Texas, down to Houston and Dallas. But you guys are hilarious with your snow removal or lack thereof. This is absolutely amazing. So the one thought that I have for tonight is I don't have anything. So because I wasn't thinking about it. My one thought is specifically designed for Mr. Hollins here. Go blue. And there you have it.
And one more thing for you NBA fans. The NBA League Pass is free this week. So get on there and watch all your games as long as you have, I know DirecTV has it. If you have the League Pass, it is free for the rest of this week.
Fire Stick.
Or use the Fire Stick.
But there you have it, folks. This is the state of basketball. I am the one. That is the Storm. This is a BW1 original sports podcast. And we will see you same time, same channel next Tuesday. Holler.
Peace.
See you.